Looking for sick merch? Well, MTGGoldfishMerch.com's got you. With this tee, remind everyone misery is back.
This programming is rated R for rad. This content's only for serial chillers. If my decks or playstyle makes you mad, haters can stay mad and touch grass. Salty Gamers requires accompanying parent or adult. Yo, what's up? This video's been brought to you by Card Kingdom. Welcome back to another episode of Single Scoop. If you've heard me talk about it from prior, of course you know I love Azure Beastbinder, whether it's on the podcast, and with it being RCQ season, this is most likely somewhat along the lines of what I'm going to take out to compete and try to lock up a win. But yeah, all around, I think Azure Beastbinder right now is really good in Standard. It's a rat rogue, and as everybody kind of moves towards Shoot the Sheriff, Azure Beastbinder is a rogue that can just dodge that all around and doesn't just get picked off by Tragic Trajectory easily. And then on top of that, with Azure Beastbinder's attack ability, it allows us to turn off any artifact, creature, or planeswalker, turning it into just a vanilla blank card. If it's a creature, it's a 2-2 with base power, toughness of 2-2. But it turns artifacts into blanks. It turns planeswalkers into blanks. This card is just such a powerhouse that I think, and also, by the way, it has vigilance, so it can block. But yeah, this card is such a powerhouse in current Standard and probably one of the best cards in Dimir midrange. Combine that with, of course, the brand new removal spell and Tragic Trajectory. No, it's not cut down. Its sorcery speed is painful, but the -10 is pretty relevant when there's lots of things giving indestructible and whatnot, because you have nowhere to run to shut off Hexproof and all of that, but you can't get around indestructible unless you do Edicts. And unfortunately, Shoulder's Edict is gone, and yeah. So, combine that with the classic, Dimir package of Kaido, Bane of Nightmares, and all that. We're just going to close out with the Dimir midrange package, but Azure Beastbinder is here and ready to steal the show. Here we go. Here we go. Look at that curve. There is a world where I don't play Beastbinder. Or, I don't play Siren. So then I can turn 3 Kaido. You know what? I think this has got to be the right play. I'm going to go ahead and just play Siren. All right, red-green, so that's a Llanowar Elf. Not good to see, but hey, what's the worst that could happen if I leave them with the Llanowar Elf? A lot of bad things happen if I leave them with Llanowar Elf. All right, let's get rid of this now. All right, swing out. Swing out. Okay, Saj's Chocobo. Oh, it's a Landfall deck. Okay, very nice. Sure. Let's go ahead, send back. Let's tap down Chocobo. And on top of that, Azure Beastbinder, somehow not a ninja, but is a rogue, so that's good. All right, do they have haste? Should I be worried about this? Yeah, pop off. I think I'm going to pay 3 life to just get rid of Tifa Lockhart. They can go ahead, pump her, but that doesn't matter. Sure. Now let's go ahead and get in there. Swing for 3. Let's go 0. Let's go looking. What can I find? Soulstone Sanctuary. Is that anything I need right now? I don't need more card draw. I need to find removal. Instead, I drew a land, so that feels kind of bad, but what are you going to do? Traveling Chocobo. That's a card that's going to definitely have to lose its abilities. Saj's Chocobo will be like a 100-100. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and make Traveling Chocobo. They can make it indestructible. That's fine. The main thing is they won't get any of that double ETB nonsense anymore. That's fine. They still just become a 3-3, right? And they can't block, so that's fine. What do I want to do now, right? I want to 0, probably find more removal. Oh my god, yeah, I want all of that. All right. I'm going to go ahead and try to grow the Azure Beastbinder. Pass to the opponent here. So Traveling Chocobo will just be a 3-3. Yeah, you got it. Great, love that. Uh-huh. All right, let's go ahead and tap down the Saj's Chocobo. Then let's go ahead and tap down the Mossborn Hydra. And then they're dead when it goes to my turn. So let's go ahead and tap them down one more time. GG's. I gotta mulligan that. All right, this hand is barely playable. As in, it's probably not if they have a 1-drop, but everything else should work. Mulligan to 6 here feels kind of bad, but... All right, so it's the green deck. All right. So let's see what happens. I mean, I get to tap them down with Flood Pits Drowner, potentially. All right, Tifa. Tifa will probably get blown up here. Yeah, I'll just kill Tifa now. I feel like once they play the Hydra, once they trigger Landfall, I can just, like, counter it, right? They have another Tifa. Very nice. Okay. Will they use their land drop that I know they have? Oh, this is going to be nice. Okay. So let's see what happens. I'm going to just try to go ahead and tap or stifle the first ability. Sure. Okay. I will flash block this Tishana's Tidebinder in so fast. The main phase Snakeskin Veil. That's juicy. Okay, so I'm going to try. I'm going to force them to use that Fabled Passage now. The main thing here is, will they? So I assume they will because then they get to 4 power. Otherwise, they don't. That's fine with me. That's just a 2-3 Tifa Lockhart. I can live with that. Okay. Pop off. Pop off. Have fun. Have fun. Hexproof, and that's all it is. I'm going to go ahead and just play Kaido. Kaido will go ahead and stun down the Tifa. Tifa will not be untapping anytime soon, which will be very nice. So if they want to just kill off their own Tifa, they can. There is a world where maybe I shouldn't have played Kaido, right? But maybe just playing Flood Pits Drowner, that's like equally solid. Okay, sure. They're going Llanowar Elf, the sequel. What do I want to do about this? I could just kill the Mossborn Hydra. Okay. Yeah, that's a solid game plan there. Just killing the Mossborn Hydra is more than enough. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and go digging. Azure Beastbinder. How do I feel about that card? I feel pretty strongly, actually. I'm going to go ahead and just tap down the Llanowar Elf as well. All right, they've had enough. This hand has an absurd amount of interaction, so I guess I keep because it's best of 1. Kind of a bad hand if they are not aggro. All right, they're the Chocobo deck. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and just pick off the Chocobo. Sausage Chocobo, get out of here. I need to find lands. Okay. Sure. Hemosymbic Might. All right, well, let's just go ahead and... You see here. I mean, I'm going to just kill the Chocobo now. That's fine. They can pump another creature if they want, but this is the Hemosymbic Might or whatever is the only thing that's able to attack right now. So, pop off. All right, so they're going to sack. Landfall, get some new bodies going. All right, seems good. I'm a little stuck on mana right now, so I got to make do with what I've got. 2 mana, but I have all the interaction in the world. Loading Zone. Whenever one of more counters would be put on a spacecraft, creature, or planet you control, twice that many. Okay, it's fine with me. Solid. Perfectly. I've got Enduring Curiosity, ripping the lands right now. This feels pretty good. All right, let's go smacking and smorking. All right, I'm going to swing in. I could have drawn 2 potentially with animation of the Reef, but I want to make sure I had some mana up for interaction here. Maybe next turn. Oh, actually, you know what? I shouldn't have played that land. I should have held. By holding, I would have potentially hit something better. All right, this is not bad. Kaido should be about a lock here. Sure. Yeah, I guess. Actually, yeah, I'll just kill the Hemosymbic Might now. Why not? Okay, have at it. This little fella is still a Might. Or what is it, an Outlaw. Or I guess maybe it's not. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and counter that for you. You don't need that anymore. I'm going to counter the stationing ability, turning this into just a vanilla, right? That is just a vanilla artifact that sits out there. Great. Love that. Here you go, opponent. Why don't you go ahead and exile that bristly bill for me? Yeah! Oh, this hand is heat. Look at that. Flood pits, shoot the sheriff. No Beastbinder, though. I'm gonna need that Beastbinder soon. I have a feeling we're gonna eventually run into the nonsense deck, right? And I will not be prepared for a nonsense deck. Okay? This is definitely potentially a nonsense deck. Mono white Giada. Okay, sure. I'm gonna go ahead and just kill the Giada now. All right. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and pass. Not having a second blue source right now may catch me in a bad way, but that's fine. Okay, so on the brighter side, at least Resplendent Angel. This will be nice. I get to go ahead and swing in, return Resplendent or my Flood Pits Drowner. Let's go ahead and try to 0. I need to find an island of some sort. Is this even remotely playable? I mean, it answers all the stuff. Yeah, okay, I think I'll just take this. Youthful Valkyrie. Okay? Alright, here's what I'll do. I'll go ahead and play Spyglass Siren. I'm gonna go ahead and tap. Let's go ahead and put a counter on the Spyglass Siren. Don't need that right now. I need a blue source, so let's go ahead and get rid of Valkyrie. Let's get rid of the Resplendent Angel. Now, let's see. Can I draw a blue source? There we go. Now we're cooking. Everything else is, like, on the table. All right, Youthful Valkyrie. You got it. If they don't do anything, I get to just go ahead and 0. Just keep drawing, right? Keep digging for answers. Ooh, not bad. I guess I don't hate both of these, so sure. I'm going to go ahead and just play Preacher now. I like the island that gives me all my blue sources, gets me to 6 mana. Sure, I'll go ahead and just... Or wait, let's counter this. All right. That's good enough to shut down the Youthful Valkyrie. And that's good enough for the opponent. Yeah, removal, Beastbinder on 2. Can't ask for more. I mean, I can ask for more lands. That's what I need right now. But outside of that, everything else is looking pretty good here. All right, so red-white. Let's see what they're doing over there. Can they beat the Beastbinder? I mean, red-white tells me Helix, right? So Helix definitely can deal with Beastbinder, but what else do they got? Gonna need my deck to give me something. Thank you. That would qualify as something. Bang. I'll go ahead and just play Preacher. So now Voice of Victory does nothing, right? Until my turn. So there's this fun game of where whatever you thought you were going to get out of Voice of Victory, you are not. Resolute Reinforcements. Okay, sure. All right, let's go ahead and draw some cards. I gotta find removal eventually. Anam Pakal. Well, isn't that just a pickle? Okay. Creatures with power 2 or greater can't block, but this can die, right? Okay, yeah. I'll turn that into a 3/3. Not enough here to kill anything of mine. Or, I mean, they can kill my Enduring Curiosity if they'd like. That's okay with me. That has something leaving the battlefield? 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 What am I saying? Pure gibberish. All right. Oh, man. I have so much value right now. It's absurd. Okay. Goodbye. Let's get rid of the reinforcements as well. I don't know what they've got, but I'm going to just hang back, right? Hold up the Flood Pits. Anam Pakal. Dude, Azure Beastbinder just shuts down the board so hard, though. It feels so good. So 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. Okay, yeah, that would not be worth then. Okay. I'm going to just go ahead and start swinging here. Sure. All right, that's good enough. Yeah. This has got Beastbinder on 2, so interesting, isn't it? Actually, I'm gonna play the tap land first. Tap land first. Nowhere to run is nice, but let me see. Maybe next turn I go Siren and something else. Siren and pop the map, I mean. Maybe I don't even do that at all. I do, because I need to find the land. Or I play Beastbinder and try to lock down whatever they're trying to do over there. Avatar. Well. That's not good for me. So we'll go Siren. All right, so they do have an answer of some sort, like some kind of shock there. So I'm going to just play double Siren and pass. This is definitely an Overlord's deck. All right, FOMO. Yeah, you got it. All right, this is definitely Naya, so I need to find maybe like my strategic betrayal. Okay, not bad. Yeah, we'll Kaido in now. I'm going to get an emblem. Then I'm going to pass. Okay, Terra. So Terra's going to try to return a bunch of... oh, nice. Wait, she gets 1 enchantment. Okay, so Overlord. Overlord's a good one. Yeah, I'll just block that. That's fine. Yeah, Soulstone's not bad. Okay, nice. I think I want to put another emblem out there. So I think what I'll do is first... I'll just go ahead and play Nowhere to Run, right? Yeah, I'll pass. Yep, let's see what they do. They've got the Summon Knights of Round on the board. I need to be mindful of that. Sure. All right, so they're going to pop. Yeah, Kaido's going to eat 4. Let's go ahead and just tap down. Yep, there it is. And now... if I play a body right now, I swing out. What does that get me? I mean, it's not bad. If I just swing out, hit them for... oh, wait, I think I had lethal. I had lethal, right? Yeah, I had super lethal there. I guess that's fine. Okay. That's fine with me. So, wait, they're super dead. Never mind, doesn't matter. Sweet. Let's go to combat. And, yeah, sure. Terra, you can just be a 2-2. Whoo! Yeah, this hand's insane. I'll take it. Kaido, but I also have, you know, Nowhere to Run. Azure Beastbinder's nice on turn 2. I think this is going to be that silly toy deck. See what happens here. Okay, so I could turn this into a 2-2, which actually beefs up the Clockwork Percussionist. But if I'm lucky, they'll try to go like Sheltered by Ghosts. And then that'll just get eaten alive by the fact that I have a Nowhere to Run. Maybe I even just pass the turn, let them play some other little pooper haste creature, and then... oh, nice! Sure. Perfect. Piggy Bank's a 2-2. Doesn't do anything else otherwise. Love that. There is a Chandra. We don't like that, but, you know. That do be the life. Although I've heard that there's recently been a huge buyout of this Chandra in, like, paper. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, it's Mardu. I don't know what I'm afraid of here. All right, Percussionist, you got it. Oh, they're going to Duskuro's Reliquary me like that on my birthday? Brutal. Okay. You know what? I'm going to just play another one of these Azure Beastbinders. Nowhere to Run's not bad. I'll take that. That's another answer to more shenanigans. All right, Chandra. Maybe they'll sacrifice the Duskuro's Reliquary. Unfortunate. They didn't. They saw the line. And then I'll just go ahead and Kaido in. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now let's go ahead and try to surveil and draw some lands. Ooh, we like that. We like that. I will have to sacrifice Beastbinder. That's fair. They need to stop blowing up my Beastbinder. That's what they need to stop doing. On the brighter side, though, Beastbinder is shut off Chandra for 1 turn, so... Okay. I will now just make an emblem. And I'll go ahead and just play a body, just in case. So, let's see what they do now. They're definitely some wild Mardu artifact mid-range. I don't know. They have a bunch of aggro pieces in the opening part here. Clockwork, Percussionist. Maybe they return everything to the graveyard. Raise the past. Okay. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain some. Okay. Of course. Sure. Why not? We're going to go ahead and play Beastbinder. I'm going to go ahead and swing in. And they've had enough with the Beastbinder. Yo, so you've made it to the end of the video. I've got another one lined up for you right here where I use Entropic Battlecruiser, Tony Bones, and bring the discard package to standard.